Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video I have an unboxing and hands-on look of the Doogee S70 rugged gaming smartphone that was sent to me so I can try it out and make a video for you guys. Now, like you guys know, in my channel I like to use the phone, then I put it back in the box. That way you have an idea what to expect when you get the box from the merchant online, right? Also, I also don't have this box because the box that this came in was completely destroyed and it was impossible to do a proper unboxing on this thing right here, which is a gamepad for this phone, because this phone right now is actually being sold at Indiegogo. You could get it right now for $279, the phone by itself, or $299 if you want to get it with the gamepad, which is really cool. But first of all, let's go ahead and take this out so you guys can have an idea how this looks, right? What's in the box. Over here you got a little thing right here to take out the SIM card, which is right there. You have a fast charging block right there, which is 3.0, and you have some connections here, some dongles for the phone as well, like you see there, for headphones if you need to connect the 3.5 millimeter headphones right there. And you got this right here, which is the charging cable for the phone. Now let's go and put this to the side. So right here, without taking this label off, we can actually see a couple information about the phone itself. Of course, Doogee S70 IP68 is water and dust resistant, wireless charging, which is awesome. And this phone has a huge battery. It has a 5500 milliamp hour battery. That is huge. The screen is almost 6-inch. It's 5.99 full HD screen. And it has two cameras in the back here, which is 12 megapixel, 5 megapixel, the other one. And it has 60 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of internal storage. That sounds good so far, right? You have a custom key, which is this key right here. And you have the SIM card slot, which is right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this out. There you go. Just going to turn this on so you have an idea how this sounds or turns on right there. You got the Doogee brand right there, powered by Android. Here in the bottom, you got the Doogee brand right there. Over here on the side, you have the custom button right here, which is also, it's mainly used as the gaming button or the gaming boost button. And right here under this plastic rubber thing, you got the nano SIM card that goes right there. Also, you put right there the micro SD card. Now here in the back, like you see right there, looks pretty damn cool. Of course, like I said, it's advertised as a gaming phone, so it has a little bit of look of a gaming phone right there. This one is the black and just grayish color. There's a black and red color, which looks amazing because it has a lot of accents in red. It looks really, really nice. But this right here, you have two cameras in the back, which the cameras are actually a 12 megapixel and a 5 megapixel, and they're Sony. Over here in the front, you have a 16 megapixel camera, and it's from Samsung. That's kind of weird that one camera in the back is from Sony, the front one is from Samsung. You have the fingerprint reader right there, which it works pretty damn good to unlock the phone. Like you see here, it has a leather look right here. This is actual leather, which is cool. It's kind of weird combining leather for a rugged phone, because this is meant to, when you look at it, it actually looks like a phone that can withstand drops and all that. And that was the main purpose of this phone. But for some reason, they're advertising it also as a gaming phone as well. Here in the bottom, you got the Type-C connection right there, and it's also covered by this right here. So here you got the USB right there, and I believe for this thing to be IP68, this, you can't damage that. I believe so. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It also has the IP68 right there branded there, which is kind of weird that a phone would have, yeah, this is IP68 and it has it branded right there. And Type-C USB has a Type-C right there. Now let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit here. Okay, here is the phone, and this phone is actually running Android 8.1. And I'm just going to show you guys here in the bottom, system, about phone, and of course, like you see there, it's running Android 8.1, which is Oreo. Another cool thing here, like I said before, this has a button right there, and what it does when you tap and hold, it launches the gaming mode. Now here in gaming mode, you could go ahead and launch any of these gamings, and what it does is that it blocks notifications, it blocks incoming calls, and it cleans up the memory right before you actually launch the game. That way the game can actually run a little bit smoother. So that's pretty cool that it has that there. But one thing to keep in mind, if you don't like that, you can actually go ahead here, go ahead to settings, right? And there's a section here that says custom key function. Tap on there, and right here, instead of gaming mode, you could go ahead and put custom app, and you could choose any application you want here from the list. Right now I have chosen YouTube, and once you do that, you could just press and hold and launch YouTube. That is really damn cool because you can actually customize that button to whatever function you want. You don't have to leave it for gaming mode, and basically that's it. So right here you could go ahead and put it back. Gesture motions, right now I'm not using the gesture motions. Turn to silence. Yeah, this is one that you normally use a lot on the Samsung phones. When the phone rings and you don't want to answer it, you could just put it down and it will just silence the phone, which is cool. Here you got the dialer, that's how it looks. The camera, there you go, that's how the camera actually looks. And over here you could go and switch to the front, and over here you can go and switch back again to the rear camera. You got this right here, which is close SLR, and over there, over here, if you swipe like that, these are the options that you have. You got normal and panorama, HDR, beauty mode, SLR, child, watermark, film mode, and of course the scan for the QR codes right there. In settings, you go to resolution. Of course, the rear camera, you can switch it to 12 megapixel 16:9 or 12 megapixel 4:3. Same thing, go with the front one, 16 megapixel 4:3 or 16 megapixel 16:9, which is good that it has those two options right there. And of course, it only records at 1080p. This has a Helio P23 octa-core processor. 2.5 gigahertz. It's an IPS LCD screen, and honestly the screen actually looks pretty good, pretty decent. Remember, this is meant to be a budget phone, so it's not gonna look better than a Samsung Galaxy phone because those are OLED, but it looks pretty decent with playing video games and watching videos as well. In the inside, like I said, it has a 64 gigabytes of internal storage, but you could put a micro SD card here up to 128 gigabytes. And what's cool, of course, of this phone is that it has a huge freaking battery. The battery is 5,500 milliampere hour battery, and it does also has wireless charging as well. Also, the charging is actually fast charging too. Yes, this phone also has NFC, and of course it's meant to be shatterproof. The body is aluminum, like you see there, the corners are protected, so if you drop this phone, you should be pretty safe. You're not gonna break it at all. Huge, of course, but if you buy this phone and you read the title of the freaking phone, you know that it's a rugged phone. So you shouldn't be complaining about how thick and big and heavy this phone is if you purchased it, because that's what this phone is meant to be. It's meant to be a rugged phone, big phone that has gaming capabilities. It doesn't have a 3.5 millimeter jack, and the thing is, being this a thick rugged phone, what was the excuse here to not include a 3.5 millimeter jack? You know what I mean? A lot of the other companies are claiming that they need to eliminate the headphone jack because the phone is getting thinner, but this is not even close to thin at all. Also, the other negative thing that I have to say is that yes, it comes with this, gamepad that it actually looks really damn cool. It actually looks really damn cool. This is how it looks on the back when you have it in. There you go. That's how it looks. When you turn it on, it should turn on, and it actually connects via Bluetooth to the phone. But the problem is that I was having problems playing a lot of games with this gamepad, because this would actually map, right? This side right here which actually map to the game. But a lot of times when games like, for example, Spider-Man game and other games like shooters, sometimes it would ask me, it pretends that I have buttons and I don't have buttons, and those buttons, when you have a gamepad, it actually deactivates the screen. So I was having problems with some games doing that. But yes, this has an application called Octopus, that you're supposed to be using it with that way you can actually launch the game, assign a lot of these buttons to your games, to specific games. And that's one of the reasons that when you buy this with the phone, you're gonna have instructions on how to actually customize the buttons with the games that you're using. So it should work like that. For me, honestly, it just didn't work like that, like advertised, which kind of sucks, because the build quality of the G1, this is called the G1 Doogee G1. The quality of this is really damn good. The triggers actually feels really cool. The shoulder button over here looks really good too, feels good, and this feels great. Everything feels really damn good. The construction quality of this feels really good, but you have to use this Octopus application so you can actually customize the buttons to the available buttons here. If you try to do it the other way, like a normal gamepad, you're gonna have problem with some games, because some games are actually gonna disable the buttons on the screen, and it's gonna pretend you have button here, so you won't be able to use this side of the game. So it kind of sucks. Also, another thing that I really didn't like that much about this phone is performance. Right here, I'm going to show you guys the performance here of Geekbench compared to the Geekbench here on my Galaxy Note 8. Now, of course, the comparison is not fair, because this is a $1,000 phone versus a $300 phone. So look at the differences there. It's really drastically different. That's the CPU, right? And the GPU, when you go to the GPU right here, compute right there, look at the GPU differences as well. The difference is huge. And what I want to say about that is that the problem with this phone is that they're advertising it as a gaming phone. And in my opinion, if you're gonna advertise it as a gaming phone, you should be able to run every game at full, the full resolution, high specs. Because if not, any other phone can play video games. Any other phone in the market can play video games, and they don't need to have the game phone tag on it, right? This phone has the game phone tag on it. It has a rugged game smartphone, and it comes with a gamepad. And a lot of the games that I was playing here that you see on the video, I had to actually lower down the settings and resolutions, that way it don't lag. Because most of the games that I was playing here on this phone that I usually play on every other phone, I usually put them at the high specs, high resolution, and it plays really nice and smooth on other phones. But here, which is advertised as a gaming phone, I was having problems with lagginess. I was having problems with frame rate. I was having problems with the game itself, So for me, this phone, it does look good. For me, it does look good. If you're looking for a rugged phone, it does look good. But as a gaming phone, I would not go ahead and buy this phone just because it comes with a gamepad and it looks cool like a gaming phone. No. If that's your mentality, do not buy this phone because it's a gaming phone. The only reason you would buy this phone is because it's a rugged phone. It's shock resistant. The aluminum frame is really strong. The phone is actually protected everywhere. You don't really need to put this phone in a case. I don't think there's cases that exist for this phone because it's so thick. So that's the reason why you would actually buy this phone. It's because it's a rugged phone. Not a gaming phone, a rugged phone. So other than that, guys, this is all I have to say about this phone. It is pretty cool. I like the looks of it, even though, yes, it's a thick phone. It's a rugged phone, and it's trying to look like a gaming phone. It does look pretty damn cool. I like the leather accent here. And if you see the other colors, actually looks pretty cool because it has like red accent everywhere. It only has one speakers, even though, yes, it looks like it has two speakers. It only has one speakers, and I think it's actually this one. And basically that's it. Let me know what you think about this phone. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. Also, I'll leave links for this phone, for the Indiegogo, in my descriptions. And if this phone becomes available on Amazon, I will also leave the links for Amazon for this phone as well. So guys, thanks for watching this video. This was a look at the Doogee S70. Thanks for watching. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.